George Bernard Danzig was an American mathematical scientist who made immense contributions to operation research, economics, computer science and statistics. Now, Danzig received his bachelor's degree in mathematics and physics from the University of Maryland and earned his master's degree in mathematics from the University of Michigan. Now, he enrolled for a doctoral program in mathematics at the University of California, where he studied statistics under Jerzy Neyman. Now, according to a legend, in 1939, George Danzig, a doctoral candidate at the University of California, arrived late for Jerzy Neyman's statistical class and found two problems written on the board which he assumed had been assigned for homework, and he quickly copied them. Now, according to Danzig, they seemed to be a little harder than the usual, but a few days later he handed in the completed solutions for both the problems, still believing that they were an assignment that was far overdue. 6 weeks later, an excited professor eagerly told him that the homework problems that he had solved were two of the most famous unsolved problems in statistics, and he had prepared one of Danzig's solutions for publication in a mathematical journal. Friends, if Danzig had arrived on time to class and knew that the professor had written unsolved problems on the blackboard, do you think that he would have found a solution to them? I think he might have not even attempted to do the same. Friends, have you ever wondered why some people succeed in so many areas in life while others give up early on? Now, some people say it is resources, talent, intelligence, luck, background or connections that create successful people, whereas I surely agree that all these and many other factors influence the path of every individual. The most contributing factor to achieving something significant is self-belief. Many might argue that it's easy to have self-belief when an individual is talented and gifted, but that's not true. And to substantiate the fact that mindset and self-belief make the difference, I would like to relate another incident of a top magazine entrepreneur who, as a young man, was struggling to succeed in high school and was nearly thrown out of school. He promised his mother that he would take the SAT, a college entrance exam, or what you call as the Scholastic Aptitude Test. He was struggling to pass, hanging out with the wrong crowd, and was about to get kicked out of the school. In 1980, there was a test called as SAT, with maths and verbal accumulating to nearly 800 points each. He was being raised by a single mom in the Midwest. He promised his mother that he would take the test, expecting nothing. Yet he took the test just to please his mother. He took the test in the month of May and got the results in the month of June. He scored a whopping 1,480 out of 1,600. His mother was shocked and asked what any mom would have asked, "Did you cheat? You must have cheated." He said he tried to cheat, but the spacing of the chairs was too far and made it impossible. Now, as he enters senior year, he thinks, if I am smart, I might as well go to college. So he starts trying and going to class. He stops hanging out with this old crowd. Teachers take notice and start to treat him differently. He graduates, attends community college, goes on to Wichita State and eventually to Ivy League. He goes on to become a successful magazine entrepreneur. 12 years later, the man gets a letter in the mail from Princeton, New Jersey. He opens the mail and is shocked to read the contents. It turns out that said board periodically reviews the test taking procedures and policies, and he was one of the 13 people who were sent the wrong SAT scores. His actual score was 740, just half of the score he thought he got. The successful magazine entrepreneur said, "People think that 1480 changed my life. What really changed my life was acting like a 1480. What really happened is his behavior changed. He started acting like a person who was very smart with a score of 1,480 and started doing what someone with a score like that does." Friends, whether in personal or professional life, self-belief is a prerequisite for taking massive action. You need to believe in yourself, in your abilities, skills and passions to take the leap to your aspiration. how you view yourself, how you measure your value, how you assess your potential, and how you determine your worth, all combine to create the life you will live. Parents, teachers, relations, and friends may have influenced your belief in yourself by the judgment and advice they had given you, either good or bad. Believing in yourself begins and ends with your mindset. The beliefs that you hold at the beginning of your journey defines the journey. Every human being is special and is endowed with potential. The only difference between extraordinary individuals and ordinary individuals is about manifested potential. In some, the potential is manifested, while in others, it is unmanifested potential. I have been teaching for over 26 years, and I have dwelt on this question as to what value would I need to inculcate in my students as a basis of a very fulfilling life. For the first few years, I thought it was integrity or hard work. But over the last few years, I am convinced that the single most important value that would be the basis of a fulfilling life is self-belief. I used to think that success requires a whole lot of struggle, trouble, and challenge. The holy grail between someone taking action and not is just one word: certainty. When someone is absolutely certain that his action will give him the desired result, he will go ahead and do it. Self-belief is the habit that helps you follow through. Your belief can limit or unleash your potential. Most people believe that the starting point to success in any endeavor is potential, but that's a mistake, because the starting point to greatness and success is belief, or rather certainty. Now, regardless of your circumstances and situation, we all possess the same unlimited potential to make an impact. The problem is that most people are not living to their true potential. Our beliefs determine our potential, and our potentials will affect our action. When you believe that you have little potential to make things happen, you will take very little action. On the contrary, if you believe that you are truly destined for big success and that whatever business you venture in turns into gold, trust me, you will do whatever it takes to start a business and make it a stellar success. Majority of us are not taking enough action to make our dreams a reality because we don't really believe that we can become successful. And this affects our potential and thus our actions. So if belief and certainty is the start to success, then how do you change your belief? First, start with great expectation. With great expectation, you amplify your ability to produce giant results. Beliefs can be changed by visualization process or visualizing positive outcomes, and I've covered this in my Driven episode 43. Secondly, take small actions that will give you positive results. When you receive positive results and you see small successes, you gain confidence and momentum, and this strengthens and builds your belief system. And when you develop a stronger belief, you will tap into higher potential and take more action. Finally, celebrate your progress, no matter how small it is. Don't just celebrate your wins or victories, but also your progress, and remember to commit to growth. Here is a caveat. Well, this is not a magic formula to guarantee perpetual flawless success. Despite affirmative beliefs, you may still falter or fail. But history has shown time and again that if people maintain a belief system that empowers them, they'll keep coming back with enough action and enough resourcefulness to succeed eventually. Sometimes people produce outstanding results, as in the case of George Danzig and the entrepreneur, simply because they didn't know that something was difficult or impossible. Remember, this is the iron rule. Nobody ever becomes unreasonably successful without a strong belief in themselves.